being ourselves is probably the most basic advice everyone hears, but we never know how to actually implement it because we never know who we are. Because we never find out who we are because in general we never look for it, and we don't know how to look for it. And I feel like that resonated with me a lot, considering I tried to find who I was a long time ago, and I still am, because I'm very young. I'm only 17, so obviously I don't got shit figured out. I do got some stuff figured out, but obviously not this. But in general, to find who we are, we have to really just find our purpose in general. And we can have multiple purposes. We can't just have one, unless like you have kids or whatever. I suggest like your purpose should be something small, like creating what you want, or at least following a hobby or building a body that you want. That's what I'm doing at least. But in general, you should really have a sense of like, you shouldn't even have direction. You should just, even if you don't know what your purpose is, you should make your purpose finding that purpose. And you should just focus on finding what your purpose is, or what multiple purposes you have, and you must keep looking for that. And that way you'll probably find yourself. But a lot of us don't realize that it takes a long time and a lot of effort to find ourselves. I put a lot of effort, been like a year trying to find myself, and well, not a year, a couple months, but it takes a very long time, and we have to go for experiences in our lives to actually find ourselves and find who we are. And usually being ourselves is very hard because we never been ourselves. We always been like acting, putting on a mask for other people just to please them, because we care about people's opinions. It's just a human thing. We like being liked, and for some of us it's almost impossible to not go with the crowd. That's why a lot of us just go with the people. We get peer pressure. We just do what people say. We do what people say, and we just do it. And we don't really have an opinion of ourselves. We don't have our own decision. We're basically just getting bitch, really. That's really what's happening. And you just have to develop just a self-state of just being yourself. Even if you don't know who you are, you're just being an individual, not being controlled by anyone else's opinions or actions. You shouldn't let anything really like shake you. Obviously it is. That's impossible, not something not to shake you. But you should at least keep it to a minimum and keep it pushing. Because you should have said, let something as small as, well, really just someone's opinion or someone's like peer pressure just like move your decisions. Yeah, you should get advice from other people. You should get like counseling. If you need to make a decision, you should get people you trust. And if you don't have people that you trust, if you trust yourself, then you can ask yourself. And that way we can figure out who we are by just slowly developing this like self-trust, and just figuring out what we like and who we like and what do we do and who we are as a person. And obviously it's gonna take time, but it's gonna also take a lot of experiences. And obviously those experiences are gonna be, well, to be honest, they're gonna be bad and good. There's no good without bad, and there's no bad without good, obviously. And you may like be religious, you may not be, and sometimes you may like something that you thought you wouldn't, but you never found out because you never tried. You just have to try stuff. Like, yeah, that's how you find your hobbies, right? If you have any hobbies, if you don't, then get out there and find new ones. But if you have any hobbies, then you obviously have to try them first, right? So that's what you gotta keep it doing. That's how you gotta find yourself. You build one step at a time, one brick at a time. You just go around and try to find what you like and who. Just go around and just find out what you like. Just make decisions, even though they're scary. Just do them. Like in the last video I made, which is basically just you gotta do shit. That's what you gotta do. You just gotta keep it pushing and stop being afraid of what's gonna happen, because there's no stopping it. You gotta figure out who you are by keep trying. And you also, I feel like I think this helps too. You should start meditating and journaling of who do you want to be, because not only you gotta find who you are, you can also become the person you want to be. It isn't just you become the certain person and there's no changing. That you definitely can change, and you definitely can become the person you want to become. It's just a matter of discipline and a matter of fact of how much effort, how much sacrifice you want to put into being that person. Because in general, you just have to keep it pushing and there's no stopping. You just have to keep going no matter what, no matter how bad it seems. And you're gonna slack off eventually. You're gonna slack off a couple times, but it doesn't matter where you slack off or throw. It matters what you get back up and keep trying. And you keep trying and you keep trying. And you just eventually you will find what you like, you'll find what you're comfortable with, you'll find who you are. And sometimes it takes years, months, weeks. Well, not really weeks, that's kind of bullshit, but usually it takes a couple or at least like half a year or at least or more to find who you are. And you just have to go in a phase of just discovering yourself, and in a good way, not doing like drugs or like eating junk food, just being a fucking loser, just actually just trying something new, like working out or just meditating, journaling, reading. Do all that. It's insanely good for me. Take a cold shower. Take a cold shower. It may feel uncomfortable, but maybe you'll like it. That's all with me. I hated them. I hated cold showers. I couldn't even take one without like just instantly turning to hot water. Now that I tried it a couple times, I found out that I really do enjoy it, and that's how you find yourself. You just gotta keep trying stuff until you reach that level where you're like, yeah, this is who I am, and I'm proud of it, and I'm not ashamed of it. I don't care what anyone thinks of me and what anyone says, because that's what you should do. And be who you are, even if people don't like you, if people hate you, it's okay. It doesn't matter. Nobody in this world, there's not a single person in the world that isn't gonna hate you. There's gonna be a person that doesn't like you no matter what you do. You can kiss her ass, they're still gonna hate you. They're still gonna look at you as pathetic. It doesn't matter what you do. And to those people, you just gotta move on with your life and not care about them. And you just have to be the truest, realest version of yourself around people, which also helps your life in general. Because being yourself just helps out in your life in so many ways. And relationships, whether it be friends, romantic, family, because you're just yourself. You're not putting a mask for anyone. If you have an opinion that you don't agree with, you speak out on it. If you have an opinion that you do like, you speak out on it too. Yeah, I agree. And if someone disrespects you, you can speak out on it. You can just be your true self, and people will like that. Because nobody wants to be with a liar, right? No, you don't want to be with someone who constantly lies to you or talks behind your back. Because I'm sure you had that experience, and obviously I'm sure you didn't like it. If you did, then something's wrong. I don't know. But you really just have to be true to yourself of what you want and what do you want in this world. Just write down what do you think of your purpose is. Like, what are your goals? That should be your purpose. Your goals are your purpose, and it could be just a purpose for today. Just do this certain thing today, and do it again. That is your purpose for now. And you can change your purpose, obviously. Maybe you tried it and you didn't like it, then you can switch it up. It's not just, your purpose isn't just this thing where it's just constantly forever. No, it is your purpose for now, and it may be on it, and you're gonna find a new purpose in the future. And that's just the reality of things. And in finding that purpose and working towards that purpose and building that discipline, you will find yourself. You'll find who you are, and whether or not you like it or not, it's your decision. Because you have to love yourself too. Like because finding your purpose is gonna bring you happiness. It isn't gonna make you happy. It's gonna bring you happiness, but the happiness could be gone in a second. Because as human beings, we have to find a new purpose instantly. We can't just be stuck on one purpose, because if we complete that purpose, what's next? There's gonna be nothing. It's just life is just a constantly of just finding purposes and just keep it pushing. And in that journey, you will find yourself. You will be you. And through that journey, you just have to keep finding your purpose. A new one, an old one, and one that came up right now. And you just have to keep running. And just eventually, once you go through the trials and tribulations of building enough discipline, building enough self-love, building enough self-discovery through meditation, journaling, reading, whatever, or any of your hobbies, you will come out someone new. And obviously you're gonna be someone new every single second, because we humans constantly die and evolve. Like, you weren't the same person you were a couple months ago or a couple years ago. I'm sure that if you look back like a year or two ago, you're like a completely different person, right? Unless you just stayed stuck. But I'm sure that you can look back to like you a year ago or 5 years ago, and you look completely and act completely different. And that's just us as human beings, because we're constantly being a new person. We're constantly being someone else. And whether or not you want to be an actor or you want to be your truest self, even when you evolve, even when you change, that is your choice, really. So that's about it. See ya.